So some of you may already be using CRM, some of you may already be using marketing automation, some of you may not be using either. But no matter where your company is with its use of CRM and marketing automation, this webinar is meant to help you understand more about those two systems and, more importantly, why bridging those together is a great asset for your business. So we're going to be recording this session and we'll provide it to you via email after this webinar. Please also note, if you have any questions during the webinar, you can enter them by filling out the questions box. It should be on the right-hand side of your screen. You hit send, we'll get those questions, and then at the end of the webinar, we'll try to answer as many of them as possible. If for some reason we don't get to your question in the allotted time, we will continue to answer them, and then you will be able to hear the answers to those questions in the recorded version. All right, so we're going to start. For people who may not know as much about CRM, just a general overview of customer relationship management software and why it's a great use for your business. I'm your host, and our other host is Brandon. He is the Manager of Global Channel Development of Acton.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks for taking some time out of your day to join us. Excited to present today.
And later on when we do our question and answer, we will have CEO and founder of Technology Advisors, Sam Biardo, jumping in here to answer some of your more technical CRM questions. So, what is customer relationship management software? As you can see, we're talking about the management of data, interactions, information, your sales automation, your marketing. The long and short is it's a business implementation tool for attracting and retaining your customers. So that includes leads and customers in your database, information about them such as name, email, phone number, how often your sales team gets in contact with those leads, what those conversations might have been about, and then also custom reporting to let you know how efficient your sales organization is on a day-to-day basis. And some of the benefits of CRM are the fact that it's sizable. So no matter how big your business is or how small your business is, it can grow and adapt. It will keep all departments, accounting, sales, marketing on the same page. And it gives you the fullest understanding of your customers' habits. When you have that full understanding, you can interact with your customers on a deeper level and identify touch points that are more relevant to them. Forecasting and reporting helps you calculate probable future demand trends. For example, because you can see your customer's history, you can predict how much they're likely to spend and then tailor your approach to pricing. It helps sales prioritize its pipeline because it gives you a complete visibility and helps you prioritize calls to identify important lead scoring fields. It integrates with other systems to maximize efficiency, and you get higher quality lead generation because you can leverage that full view of your customer to decide how to market to them and build campaigns. So the technology that we're dealing with also makes it accessible for anywhere if you have mobile app accessibility with social media features, and you get calendar task tracking for customers and leads. So there's a lot of, if you're not already utilizing CRM, definitely something you would want to consider bringing in. If you are using it, that's awesome. And what we want to do is, regardless of if you're using it or not, you should be able to answer some questions about the CRM system to know if it's working properly, and if it's working properly specifically for your business. So do you know how your leads are engaging with your brand? You need to evaluate existing sales processes. If you don't know how your leads are engaging through the sales funnel, then you don't know what's working and what isn't working. The other question is the lack of data affecting the performance of your sales and marketing teams? So marketing and sales need transparency between them. And an integrated CRM links your marketing efforts with your sales efforts and gives you a full view of customer and lead brand engagement. Without that fully integrated marketing and sales solution, everyone becomes less efficient. Are you losing existing customers? That's a big one. You need a consistent customer experience. CRM helps you deliver that consistent experience by doing several things. It enables you to quickly track and respond when your customers have issues. It makes routine follow-ups faster and easier, and it creates consistent interactions by eliminating representatives having to ask information from the customer that the customer may have already provided in the past. The other good thing is because you have that history and you can see every interaction that took place in that account, if for whatever reason you have a rep that leaves your company, the new person that you bring in can easily pick up where that person left off due to that history. So it's just a really great asset to keeping everybody on the same page. And that's really the biggest part about bringing your marketing and sales departments together. And then just a couple more questions. Are your sales team processes cohesive, or are they more inconsistent? If everyone does their own thing and there aren't any set processes, the information can be scattered, and that's how you miss opportunities. So CRM systems help keep everyone in the same flow, and they help to standardize the sales process. Do you have to log into multiple programs to view data? If you're logging into 2, 3, 4, 8 different systems on a daily basis, you're losing valuable time, and you're preventing yourself from getting that full picture of what the data means when it works together. And then, do you know what your metrics are? And I think everybody can agree that that is a really important aspect. If you don't have a concrete way to track your metrics, you're missing out on a huge lead potential. Not to mention, if you can't track the lost leads, it becomes nearly impossible to determine what you're doing. A complete view of the client or lead empowers the sales team. It gives them the necessary tools, and it helps them manage and understand the positive and negative trends, because then, with that understanding, you can adjust accordingly. So we would love to see everyone implementing the CRM system. I'm going to introduce Brandon now to talk about marketing automation, and then Brandon's also going to lead us into what aspects of marketing automation and CRM can be brought together to really maximize this lead generation, this ROI, all these positive things that you want to see from your business. Why is that so important to do? So, Brandon, I'd like to hand it off to you now whenever you're ready.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm going to leave you in control of the slide deck, and I'll just have you flip slide accordingly. Let's go over. Let's begin with let's begin with the beginning in mind, so to speak. So my effort here is to start first with the high-level overview, talking about what is marketing automation. I'm going to go a little more specific and slightly more granular into exactly what it all provides. And then I'm going to end the presentation with marketing automation plus CRM is the planet's completely lined up for a sales and marketing organization. And I'm going to address a little bit of that and share some statistics and analytics around that. And at the end of my time, you'll have walked away, hopefully, fingers crossed, with a couple of diamonds and gems. First and foremost, what is marketing automation? So without getting into the whole dissertation of it all official definitions maybe possibly aside, I'm a simpleton, and I like to approach this from a very simplistic style viewpoint. Marketing automation is and can be defined as any technology that combines all of your online marketing tactics into one application, giving you visibility, statistics, and analytics as to what's working as far as marketing is concerned across all channels. So this graphic that you see in front of you, very key to point out, again, marketing automation encompassing everything more than likely that you're doing online marketing-wise. So anything from your email marketing tools to that which you're using to create landing pages, to tracking campaigns, to anything and everything you're using for social, all wrapped into one. Slide, please. Statistics and analytics around this. Why the adoption? Why are organizations clamoring for this style technology? That, I would say, is still, for the most part, for small to medium-sized business, still in its infancy. Well, the statistics are crushing. First and foremost, selfishly for those of us in sales, companies that invest in marketing automation solutions see 70% faster sales cycle. That's huge. From the sales perspective, again, selfishly, anything that I could do to speed up my already elongated sales process, I'm going to want to be a part of. An organization that has 6, 8, 10, 12-month style sales cycles could dramatically reduce those through the use of marketing automation. Continuing, again, selfishly for sales, 54% improvement in quota achievement, allowing sales teams, again, a 54% increase in the ability to achieve quota. That's huge. We're going to talk about the whys in all of these shortly. But again, good overarching statistical information. Businesses that use marketing automation to nurture prospects, 451% increase in qualified leads when you use marketing automation to nurture prospects. And then nurtured leads in turn make 47% larger purchases than non-nurtured leads. So again, under the umbrella of marketing automation, in an automated fashion, we begin to first market, nurture these prospective clients through a particular process, and then eventually insert a live body sales pro or the actual transactional style back and forth that a prospective client would have at just the right time. Slide, please. So CRM has been around for quite some time. I remember back in the days of ACT, and even as a somewhat seasoned, salty sales professional using Goldmine as well. And CRM has obviously evolved, and now we have the likes of, Microsoft Dynamics that has an extraordinarily popular CRM platform. Sugar CRM is on the lips of many an organization. Of course, Salesforce is mentioned too as an extraordinarily popular CRM. It has evolved greatly from whence it's come. And again, as I mentioned, marketing automation is in its infancy still. Particularly in the small to medium-sized business sector, maybe that smaller enterprise-style sector as well. So why do we want to put these two together? Well, it's not surprising that when we open up a CRM dashboard, we just log into, fill in the blank CRM, Sugar Dynamics, and I show a sales professional the intelligence that they now have access to, brought to you by Act-On Software, brought to you by a marketing automation platform. Well, certainly a raised eyebrow, more adoption, more increase in use of CRM by the sales force. And again, the bottom line is what you're seeing here. CRM and marketing automation equal the engine for sales-ready leads and return on investment. Slide. Promised you some statistics and analytics, and I'm delivering on that promise. 61% of B2B marketers send all leads directly to sales. Only 27% of those leads are actually qualified and ready to talk to sales. Think back to the day of attending a trade show or a conference, and you'll understand this if you're either a marketer. You'll certainly understand this if you're a sales professional. where you attend a specific trade show or a conference, and you're at your booth and you scan, I don't know, 500, 700, 1,000 people come by the booth, and you scan all of their badges and you collect all of their contact information. Perfect, great, outstanding. Then you download that information to Excel and you break it up and you hand it out. You disperse it across your sales staff. 5, 7, 10 different reps. Here are your leads. Here are the people that came by our booth. Here are the people that are interested in buying our particular product. And from the marketing perspective, you feel good, and you should, because that's, for the most part, a good thing. And sales is all stoked because they get a fresh new group of people with which to call upon. And then the sales efforts begin. And we as sales professionals begin smiling and dialing down that list of people who came by the booth to get their badge scanned and fork over their contact information. And what are we finding? A variety of things. Personal anecdote, I remember the phone call where individual answers, and I go about my my sales talk track. Thanks for stopping by the booth. We greatly appreciate it. I'd like to talk to you about XYZ products and services. What is your interest in XYZ 1, 2, 3? And the prospect, as nice as they were, responds with, Brandon, you guys had an amazing booth. Perfect, great. More important than the amazing booth that you had was the squishy toy that you were offering. You know, it's the green one that you squeeze it a bunch of times and its eyes pop out. And let me tell you something. My 9-year-old loves squishy toys. So I saw that and I came by, I had my badge scanned and picked up one of those squishy toys. Do you think you'll be at the next conference? Will you have a different color squishy toy, or will it be the exact same one? Of course, warms my heart. I get it. Point is, this guy has no interest in products or services that I have to offer. Came by the booth to simply pick up the squishy toy. That's fine. I get it. Heck, I've done a lot of the same myself. Problem is, now we, as sales professionals, are bogged down with the onesie, twosie, threesie of the tire kickers, of the squishy toy picker-uppers. Creates kind of a bit of a problem. How do we now get rid of or filter and ferret out these people? Through the use of a marketing automation tool where we actually broadcast. Thank you very much for coming out, checking out our booth, 1, 2, 3, product specification, click here to download. Through the use of a marketing automation tool, we're now able to see behavior and engagement with our content. Did they open the message? Did they click on a product specification? Are they on our website? Are they looking at our pricing page? Are they looking at our About Us page? Are they clicking on client testimonials and case studies? The squishy toy guy is not going to do that. People that are interested in what I have to say certainly are. Behavior engagement goes up. Sales-ready leads are now forked over to the sales staff through the bidirectional push-pull. Sales can call on people at heightened time of interest. Interesting. So again, 61% of B2B marketers send all their leads directly to sales, the badge scans, so on and so forth, the squishy toy people. And to my point, personal anecdote or otherwise, 27% of those leads are actually qualified or ready to talk to people, which leads me to that whole second bullet point here. CRM and marketing automation working together allow marketers to generate sales-ready leads and provide salespeople with real data to close more business, not the squishy toy guy. Slide, please. And here's what you see. Great graphic. Marketing automation working in concert, integrated with CRM, the two cogs of the machine, grinding out targeted marketing campaigns, qualified leads, life cycle marketing, and sales intelligence. A very good graphic to simply confirm, reaffirm the personal anecdote that I gave you and the statistics from the previous slide. Perfect. Slide, please. Multiple channels. So certainly Act-On software, any marketing automation platform worth its weight in salt is going to be able to allow you the ability to market across all channels. A channel being email, a channel being your website, a channel being social, right? Shockingly, actually not so shockingly, most organizations are already marketing across multiple channels. Think about it. You're active on Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn for your organization, possibly. You're sending email through an email service provider, Constant Contact, Exact Target, fill in the blank. You have a website. Maybe you're using something for surveys, SurveyMonkey. Maybe you have something for website analytics. Google Analytics seems to be the most popular. Great. And in the process of which, using disparate platforms, you've got 5, 7, 10 different tabs open to conduct your marketing efforts. Enter marketing automation. Those 5, 7, 10 tabs now become one. Marketing through multiple channels. We are now able to see engagement across all channels. As we see that, we can begin to not only create, but we could be very reactive and see pathways where buyers are taking step 1, step 2, step 3 purchase. Perfect. Slide, please. And so again, reiterating from that first slide to what we've talked about up to this point to this slide, Acton provides an application to conduct all of your marketing efforts, all channels, all cylinders in one application, providing you those statistics and analytics as to what's working well across everything you're doing. Slide, please.
So if you have questions about CRM, about your current CRM, about implementing a new CRM, if you just want some insights, feel free to contact technology advisors. Here's our information. We would love to discuss with you and help you with whatever it is that you may need in that department.
My contact information, again, Brandon Contreras, Global Channel Manager, my phone number, my contact information is listed. Would welcome the opportunity to speak with you about marketing automation in concert with CRM.
We do have a few questions.
Yes, let's go through the questions.
Okay, so the first question we have is, how difficult is it to implement a marketing automation solution?
So fortunately for Acton clients, not difficult at all. We ask that an organization budget 3 to 5 one-hour sessions, and that's full implementation. That's to turn everything on. We walk you through right up to the point of spoon feeding you to get you up and running onto the platform, assisting you in turning everything on. And the 3 to 5 one-hour sessions, instead of going through kind of lockstep and barrel through turning this on, turning that on, turning this on, my recommendation, my strong recommendation has always been, what's on your marketing calendar in the next 30, 60, 90 days? And those particular things that you need to execute on, given the marketing calendar, let's now conduct them out of Acton software. Case being, you could have a newsletter that needs to be launched in the next couple weeks. So we would simply show you how to put a newsletter together inside of Acton, how to launch that newsletter, and how to track its effectiveness versus going through the entire implementation. Hope that makes sense.
Excellent. We have another question here. It says, how technologically savvy do I have to be to run a marketing automation platform? And I think you kind of touched on that with how you're talking about really spoon feeding it and being there to walk them through, but is there anything else that you wanted to add to that?
Yeah, again, we pride ourselves on a number of things, one of which is ease of use. So kind of my running anecdote, joking or otherwise, if you could navigate a Word document, if you could navigate Outlook for email, and you feel confident in either of those two platforms, Microsoft Word, Microsoft Outlook, you're not going to have any issue inside of Acton. And again, of course, we're going to be here to help you, guide you, teach you, train you through how to use Acton software.
Okay. Another question that came in was, what type of assistance does Acton provide us in all of this?
Yeah, great question. So huge differentiator for us versus everybody else that's out there. Our clients are actually assigned first an implementation customer success manager. This is a real live body person that is going to facilitate the initial setup with you, guide you, like I said, sort of spoon feed you through the process of getting everything implemented as far as Acton is concerned. Up to a point where this implementation customer success manager feels, all right, these people got it. They have been taught, trained, they are ready to graduate from implementation over to a full-time kind of account management style flavor of customer success manager. And typically we're graduating out of implementation roughly 90 to 120 day marker. So that's kind of the process. Bottom line is this: we are here to teach you, train you, guide you through. We never leave this alone. We never leave you alone with this.
Okay, we have one more marketing automation question. How does marketing automation help sales performance?
That's probably the best question of them all. So as we were talking about being inside of CRM and being able to see the behavior and engagement of leads and contacts that we're assigned to, and giving me the ability to pick up the phone and engage with somebody at heightened time of interest, possibly when they have my information up on their screen, when they're looking at my website, when they're looking at my pricing page, right after they've downloaded a product specification. I could pick up the phone and engage with them in near real time. That's huge. So now, statistics and analytics aside, because there are many of them, the bottom line is this. People are going to buy, typically, from the first person that engages with them with regard to the product and service that they're looking at. So they could be doing a whole ton of research on XYZ product service. The first person that reaches out, introduces themselves as a resource to provide information, guide them through the process, even if they look at other competitors, 75% of the time they're going to go back and they're going to buy from the first person that they engage with. So for me, selfishly, the salesperson, my goal is not to close a deal on that first call. It's merely to reach out, introduce myself as a resource, guide them through the process, provide them information, right? And I have increased my chances just by that, by 75%, that they'll turn back around and buy from me. Interesting. So that's kind of the elongated way of saying, look, the intelligence that I get from marketing automation allows me to engage with leads and contacts at heightened time of interest. That's huge, extraordinarily compelling.
And then we have one more question. Can you explain the difference between a program like Constant Contact and Acton?
Yeah, absolutely. So Constant Contact or MailChimp or ExactTarget or fill in the blank with any email-only platform, you're only getting a small piece of the puzzle. Constant Contact is going to allow you to send out an email campaign. It's going to show you who you sent it to. It's going to show you who opened the message, and then who clicked on links or link inside of that email. And that's great. Perfect. But wouldn't you want to know as an organization, not only did that person open and click a link inside of that email, but they visited 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pages of your website, and they downloaded different product specifications. They also responded to a survey, and back a couple weeks ago, they signed up for a webinar, but they didn't attend it. Those types of things. So the comparison I'm making is that an email service like a Constant Contact, MailChimp, fill in the blank, you're only getting just the email information, only one channel. With Acton, given that you have the ability to broadcast email, create web forms, landing pages, track all visits to your website, broadcast to social, statistics and analytics as to how those posts perform, and the list goes on and on. You're getting the full story, the 360-degree view of all behavior and engagement, not just email. Hope that makes sense.
Excellent. We did have one last question come in, and I believe it was fielded for Sam. They're asking, my advertising agency sells marketing automation. Is it better to purchase from them or from TAI?
Well, it's always better to purchase from TAI, Deneen. But the difference really is that you're going to want to integrate your marketing automation solution into your CRM, and you're going to want the technical expertise to do that. And typically, your ad agency is not going to have that expertise. So that's why we partnered with Acton to provide services around helping set up and create, and we will do the technology side.
All right, excellent. Brandon, is there anything else that you'd like to add?
No, I think we've covered it. And, you know, actually this time around, I was just kind of looking at the clock, 35 minutes-ish. That is a real good clip in time for a presentation like this. I certainly look forward to the next one where we can dive deeper into actually taking a look at CRM plus marketing automation, showing off some dashboards, kind of showing off the integration, those types of things.
Yes, that'll be excellent. We hope that you've enjoyed your presentation. I know we have. And I'd just like to thank you on behalf of Technology Advisors and Acton for being with us. Again, just another quick reminder, we will be sending out a copy of this webinar to you via email. So have a lovely rest of your week, and thank you all.
Great presenting with you. Talk to you soon.